Today is Tech Friday, yay, and we're going to talk about updates to things, because there was quite a few of them. So let's get into it. Where is it? First of all, I apologize, there isn't dark mode for this screen, so prepare your eyeballs. Beep. YouTube had a list of at least 22 new updates, and I'll post this blog here. I'm not going to be going through every single one because there's a lot and some of them are AI crud, but the ones where I'm interested, and you can go down and they have them separated out by section. So we're going to look at the live updates here. And if you want to just follow along with the live updates, that link is right here. Let me find my mouse and let's break out that window. All right. So first they gave us this big old fact. On average, 30% of daily logged in YouTube viewers watch live content in Q2 of 2025 alone. That's quite a lot of people. And so they want the experience to be easier and more interactive. You can now practice before you go live. And part of this, according to a video I watch, is even some weird AI chat response thing that can go on too, I think. But you can set up and, practice if you want. I don't know, I just put on OBS and record my OBS sessions, and that's kind of my practice. But I suppose if you're out traveling and want to go live on YouTube and don't have OBS, let's make that go away. Available might be useful for you. And they have something called playables, which interacts with some games and gives your audience stuff to do with those games while you play them. They claim to be prioritizing discoverability, but what that allows you to do is, as you can see with this picture, you can stream horizontal and vertical at the same time. Now you can do this now, but it's a pain in the butt. It isn't fun. It is not a good experience. It's not a good interface experience, and that's why I don't do it, because it's a lot to set up, especially if you are streaming 5 times a week like I am. Hopefully this will clear all that up and give you horizontal and vertical view next to each other. This is the big thing, at least for me, is that easy vertical streaming like we have kind of right now for Twitch going on, that Twitch is testing. And you can react live to content on YouTube, and react live. What this allows you to is someone that has a live video going, you put up your video and react to that. So I suppose this would be useful for, announcements, like we're going to be talking about Logitech G announcement thing. They had a big presentation. So you could probably do something like that. But yeah, so live react, all there. What I'm now wondering is that, can I combine this with the OBS and Atom vertical thing like I can for Twitch? That I don't know. There is AI-powered highlights as well. It finds the most compelling moments, apparently. I don't know how good that's going to be. I'm never going to try it. New monetization tools, side-by-side ads, which, again, you can see right here. So your content ad comes up on the side, and you get public to members only live streams. So if somebody not only subscribes to you on YouTube, remember on YouTube, the word subscription is you want updates from that person for free, but then they have another thing that you can check where you can actually, like a Twitch subscription where you pay, $4.99 or whatever it is a month. It's September, so it's cheaper. So get in on those subs. So you can have private member-only streams, live streams. You can make just uploaded videos members only, but now you can do that or you'll soon be able to do that with live streams as well. So yeah, there's all that. Again, there is 22 different announcement things, and I watched this video by a channel called Think Media, which goes over all 22. So if you want a complete overview, wait till I'm done. But add this video to your bookmarks, and does an overview of all the things using the pictures and stuff from this official blog. So, all right. Other updates. Logitech G had a big announcement. And if you want to catch up with all those, I think the best thing to do would be to go over to Cypher of Tears Twitch channel and watch the VOD that they provide of the event. Here is the link that I am sharing with you all. This is PR Newswire, so, you know, all PR all the time. Right over there. So yeah, bunch of products. Let's see, what did they mention first? You get their new, they have a new bass and pedals for their racing games. And we have a kitty, so hold on one moment. Yeah, you want to go? You want to jump up there? There you go. Let me move this stuff. Where'd you go? Hi. Oh, now you're over here. Okay. Nope. You're new here. This is Hannah. She comes by on occasion. Oh my. That was quite a thing. Here, well, go up there. And if I pan over, you'll see some of my wall, but you also see the cat. Hey. Don't go anywhere. What was that, huh? I get it. Yeah, hi. All right, you're going to jump down, aren't you? Yeah, okay. Thanks for joining. Hannah language. Thanks for coming on by, Hannah. We appreciate you. All right, put that stuff back. Hi. Yes, hi. You're still here. You're still here. Oh, you're going to flap down there? Okay. Oh, jeez. What is going on? That was loud. Okay. Supervisor unannounced visit, right? All right, let me fix my camera again. And it has chirpies. That can be untweetable. Amazing. Yeah, hi. Yeah. Yes, I am paying attention to you now. Yes. Hi. Yeah. That's a phrase we used to say a lot in this house. Speaking of cat hair, there's cat hair right on my mic. Okay. It indeed be International Talk Like a Pirate Day. You're just gonna lay down there, huh? Okay. Well, you do that. I got to talk to the folks that have come on in. Yeah. So I'm gonna be over here talking. Okay. No, you don't think that should be a thing? All right. Where was I? Oh, Logitech G specifically. All right. Get back to it. So they updated their racing thing, and they released this last year. But it's an expansion of their racing series lineup. If any of this means anything to you, if you're in racing, yeah. I mean, this stuff does look cool. I don't play racing games, so I don't have a need for it. But there's also McLaren Racing Collection, and then probably the most interesting thing is the Logitech G Pro X2 Super Strike mouse, or the Pro X Super Light 2C, which has some sort of new feedback material. Hannah would like to hear Tech Friday announcements about the latest in automated catnip dispenser technology. Right? Do I need a cat tech segment just for you, kitty? Not that you would use any of it. So the Pro X Super Light 2C, it's a very light mouse. It looks neat, and they redesigned the thumb buttons, and, you know, marketing speak, elite level performance, because, of course, Streamlabs, we can get rid of that. We don't need to see that. The other thing they do is have G-Hub updates. So when you launch your G-Hub, you can see your games between Steam, xCloud Gaming, Epic Games Store, even good old games I saw in one video. And they have the new low-profile keyboard, which is very nice looking. It's 10 keyless, but it's a nice looking keyboard. And also the wireless gaming headsets. I don't have one, but I've been hearing people use their various Logitech G wireless gaming headsets for a while now, and they always have very good sounding mics. So if you are looking for a headset, I would recommend looking at the Logitech gaming headsets with the microphones, because those are nice mics. So yeah, the A20X headset allows you to switch between two gaming consoles, press of a button. That's probably what you really want. Here's the A20 gaming headset, A20X, and then there's all the other info about them. So yeah, I think the headset is really cool, and the new mice look real good. Now, let's see here. Here is a oops. I gotta do something. Also, here's an article Engadget has. It doesn't go over everything, but they've selected a few things. So if you want a few more opinions on it, Prax, hello, welcome on in. Where are you, Kitty? What is happening today? Okay, yeah, give yourself a bath. Okay. All right. And let's see. What do I want to talk about next? Windows. Maybe she just missed you a lot yesterday, so she's a little needy. That could be. Yeah. I was gone for like 6 hours or so. There's a lot of downtown to walk. So plus I had dinner down there as well. There are some new features coming to Paint, the snipping tool, and Notepad in Windows 11. Article courtesy of How to Geek. And yeah, they provide a summary right up top. We'll take a look at. So Paint, this is Microsoft Paint. You can save as project, and you have an opacity slider. Snipping tool now has will soon have a quick markup tool. These are available, I think, in the current, if you're in one of the beta streams of Windows 11, you can try these out. Public release later. So add lines, inline toolbar for pen, highlighter, shapes, emoji. This sounds cool. Notepad for Copilot Plus PCs, on-device AI. Yeah, well, we don't care about that. But they go in and detail all this stuff is. There's the save as project thing you can do. And an opacity slider is great, especially because, these things just come free. And then the Notepad update, the last Notepad update that meant anything was when they added Markdown. Yeah, so real quick updates there. And the other one I want to talk about is DaVinci Resolve. They have their 20.2 release up. And Brian, hello. And here is all the info for that. Where'd that link go? Here's the blog post on Blackmagic Design page. Yes, Hannah, we all hear you. You know where I am. Sorry, my cat's just meowing. I have no idea why. She left the room where I'm at and decided to go out and just meow elsewhere. Sure. All right, so there's a full blog post, but there is a feature I want to go over with y'all live. So we have a little tutorial here. I may actually have to get up and figure out what the cat needs. One-to-one meeting in her office, right? She's me out of there. Okay. Hello again. Oh, hey, I got a raid. Neat. Hi, everyone. Nix. Thanks for the raid. Welcome on in. I was checking out my cat because cat was here and I was petting and cat was happy. Then cat left the room and decided to start meowing a lot. And so I'm like, what's going on, kitty? So let's see here. I was just about to do a brief tutorial of a new feature in DaVinci Resolve 20.2. So I'm setting that up now. And welcome on in, everybody. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm DC. I produce TTRPG actual plays, moderate for a bunch of people on Twitch. So you'll see me around, especially in the TTRPG space. And what else do I do? I wear lots of hats. There's a ton of them. I run charity games on this channel on occasion. They're a lot of fun. You can go to my YouTube, check them out there. And yeah, I'm a DM. I'm pretty much a forever DM. So it's just a thing that happens. All right, let me get this going. I didn't want to have DaVinci Resolve open the whole time I was going, just in case it decided to eat a lot of memory or something. Not that I really had to worry about that, but I worried about it anyway. So still setting it up. Thank you for coming in. Boudet, hello. Welcome on in. Collapses tabs again. Yeah. All right. Let me get to... I gotta find a file. Where do I put my files on my computer? There we go. And then take this recording. And okay, so here we go. We have DaVinci Resolve open. Go to the demo window. All right. So this is from last week, Tech Friday. And I chose this point because it does silent. So what you want to do is you want to click, make sure your timeline is highlighted, or whatever clips you wanted. You can shift click through your clips or click them all. But if you want to remove silence, that is now in the, oh boy, is it edit? Now I can't remember. Where did it go? Oh, clip, yes. So you go up top here to clip, and then you go to audio operations and ripple delete silence, right? And then you can see it's detected where silence is, and it's like, okay, I'm going to eliminate these. And then you can play with the threshold, and then how much you want, how much space you want, like, after the clip, before and after the clip. between the silence and the next time you speak, and how many frames to minimize. You can also crossfade the audio if you like, and then you just click remove. And this will take a while because I chose a 2-hour video, but in a moment it will have cut out the audio and video. Notice that the red block does cover the video and the audio track, so it's cutting out the associated video where there's silence, and those silence parts is gone. Now I could have set it that would take out this bit here, that's silent, but yeah, they're just gone. Saves you lots of time. So that is in DaVinci Resolve 20.2. You do have to have the 0.2 on there to get this feature. I am using the free version of DaVinci Resolve, so this is available on the free and paid versions, which is fantastic, and it will save me so much time in editing. Great handy feature to have. And as you can see, for a 2-hour video, it didn't take that long to cut them out. So that is another update in the world of updates that we're doing. Let's see here, DaVinci Resolve. Okay, so that covers all the updates I wanted to go over for the week. All the tech updates. And of course, if you've been here, you know I talk about Obsidian and TTRPGs, and you've all seen my minimalist approach to organizing my TTRPG notes in Obsidian. If you want to get fancy, there is Obsidian tutorials, or Obsidian TTRPG tutorials.com, which lists all the fancy features you can add to your Obsidian vaults for your TTRPG needs, and tells you how to use them. So if you want to do any of that, there's the link for that. It's a easy to use website. It explains it. The instructions on there are very good. So if you want to get fancy, you can, or you can keep coming here and I'll go over my minimalist DM setup, which I rather like. But so if you want to get fancy, by all means, get fancy. Use a plugin or two, or a theme. All right. Of course, I got something in about Obsidian this week. I almost didn't, but then I thought, wait, I haven't told people about all the fancy stuff they can do. There are a couple plugins I do use on the regular in my home vault and on my TTRPG vault that I like, but I try not to use very many, because one, if you use a lot of them, Obsidian can take a while to load. Two, if the plugin ever goes away or stops functioning properly, then, you know, all that formatting's gone. So if I just do markdown text, I can open the markdown file in any text editor and still have access to the information how I want it. All right, there is an update coming to OBS. It's not out yet, but there was a video I saw about it because it's going to change a little bit how plugins are done. So new and updated. The big thing is new and updated plugins will no longer support older versions of OBS once the new OBS comes in. So, but since all the OBS plugins are on GitHub, you can go to their GitHub page and you can download previous versions of the plugins usually, right? So you'll want to be upgraded to OBS 31.1 to use all the new features of plugins. And if you want a video explaining all that, Andy Lippy has such a video right there. And wow, hey, this video, my own videos get recommended to me, which I find weird. So I sometimes pop up in my own sidebar and I'm just like, wait, what? Let's see, double check everything. All right. Thanks, YouTube algorithm, right? Yeah, those changes to the changes I mentioned first. One moment, there are some videos up about monetization and discoverability on YouTube having changed, and you can funnily go to YouTube and see multiple videos of that. There are also multiple videos up on the new updates that YouTube is rolling out now slowly as well. So if you want to be up to date on those, you can. Me every time. Who's that jerk? Oh, it's me. Right? Amazing. Oh yeah, another. I was gonna say another light one, but then I remembered. Wait, what is this? This new? Spending time learning how to work OBS now that I have to truly move away from slobs because slobs latest update now includes an AI producer. Yeah. Yeah, that's in the YouTube updates I mentioned earlier, and we just skipped over that part because it involves AI. The XLR interface to Stream Deck isn't new, right? Elgato just decided to put up a video about it. Yeah, there's been an XLR interface for Stream Decks. Okay, all right. So we have some time left in Tech Friday. What I'm going to do is, if you were on my Discord, because I didn't know if there would be a lot to talk about this week, and as soon as I find it again, what I use for producing TTRPG streams. So let me get to that, and probably have time to cover pre-production stuff. I have it divided up into pre-production, production, and post, because why not? So this first one should be no surprise to anybody that has been here a while. What I use for writing and organization, it's Obsidian. I know, but I use Obsidian for everything. Writing my blog posts, planning out my streams, everything for Tech Friday. It just all goes into Obsidian now. Graphics, I'm using Canva. Canva is an amazing website, but if it's just me doing it, yeah, I'm doing it via Canva. Amazing. Oh, if you want Obsidian, because Obsidian is completely free for private and commercial use. There is a commercial license, but now that's just if you want to donate to them, you can. But yeah, if you want to use it for any business projects, it's absolutely free to do so. They made that change a few months back, which is another reason why I use it. And then for communicating with everybody, I use email. I've used Discord before and things like that, but I would prefer just to do it through email, and I can have an email chain, and I don't have to worry about having messages lost somewhere or anything like that. So if I can use email, I will. And yeah, what's this? Meta made the news yesterday. Zuckerberg may as well have said about it's a live AI demo failing in big ways. Yeah. I heard briefly about that. I haven't read into it too much, but yeah, this is why I encourage pre-production checks, like before, multiple times before you start. Smart people are too smart for that, right? Like, should I test things? The Wi-Fi in your HQ is bad? Really? Right? Like, test things before you get people on your call. Make sure your buttons work, and then after people are on call, make sure your buttons work. I know that mostly applies to TTRPG stuff, but it's kind of a good practice all around. Before your presentation, you're like, is this going to work? Can we check this out? And not just go, yeah, everything's fine. Just check it out. And if it doesn't work, you got kind of playing around that. All right, let's see what else we have here. I've been brief rabbit hole that I've been kind of curious about for reasons is mesh communications. So something like Meshtastic, and there's another one that's popular. And what these are short range communications that don't require cell towers to send messages to people. And they work in typically a smaller area. And there's so many things about them. I'm still wrapping my head around the full thing. And there's little devices, and you can send encrypted message to a friend nearby if they happen to be within so many, whatever the range is on these devices, because that varies. And you can set up repeater antennas and things like that. But it uses a lower band of the radio frequency, so you don't need a special license like you do with a ham radio or anything. There's a lower free band of radio that's open for public use, and things like Meshtastic and that other one I can't think of take advantage of that. So if you're planning something and you had a few trusted people with you, maybe you can carry a little thing on you that also broadcasts a signal out to your friends who might be nearby, and they're also holding these little devices that get messages that don't have to be on cell towers or anything. But it's still something it's kind of the rabbit hole I look at every now and then and still diving into, figuring out how all that works. Seems like a little bit of a fun side activity. Meshtastic recently, but wait. Just heard about Meshtastic recently, but haven't researched it. Some people are talking about it as good for communication when internet is down, for emergencies or communication during... Yeah, I mean, you know, am I planning a heist? Maybe a honey heist, and we could use... You know, the bears could use the mesh servers, and maybe part of that heist is they have to inform their community about frozen water. And so they can go out and tell them, oh, hey, you're going to have problems over there. Maybe avoid that area. You know, the winter honey heist, for example. So yeah, reliability is really up to the people around it and who you trust and things like that. Or you can just broadcast a signal out, and anyone with a Meshtastic thing can communicate back. Like there are some open channels too. So it's a little bit like ham radio via a texting tool where there's just open channels you can talk in. Honey Heist uses Meshtastic to keep a buzz of the important news. Set up a fake mesh network for that one shot as a trap, or, you know, a honeypot. But yeah, there's all sorts of considerations around it. I find it a neat use of technology, and so I'm still reading about it, like how complicated is it? How many people would actually have to know to set up repeaters or whatever you need to talk between devices, and trying to make sure the videos I'm watching are a little more current, because since it's technology, it's always updating. So something 2 years ago might not apply today to some of the devices out there, but the basics of how it works should be the same. So, but if they talk about any of the tech behind it, you probably want to get something more recent than a couple of years ago. But yeah, I kind of have a very, very, very side interest in things like ham radio and that. I don't have one or anything. I'm not interested in enjoying that particular hobby, but things around communication, I kind of have, I'm like, oh, what's this? This is another way to communicate. How do we use it? Things like that. So it's taken me a few videos, because couple of videos do a good job of explaining what's going on, but most of them miss some steps. I'm like, wait, I'm lost. Or okay, how exactly does this work with this? I'm not quite sure I get it. Yeah, so that is the sometimes rabbit hole. Otherwise, I'm still doing the normal rabbit holes of looking at pens and videos on Obsidian and journaling and what else? Oh yeah, all the tech stuff that I watch. And the TTRPG rabbit holes. I have found some videos recently on 80s cartoons, like, you know, that go through the history. Some of them are like the things you forgot about. I'm like, no, I didn't forget about any of that. Or, you know, these weird facts about shows. I'm like, those aren't exactly weird facts. I mean, they're just sort of facts about the show. I don't find it weird. It's just what happened on the show. So those titles, I'm kind of like, But, you know, something that says the history of blah, 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 I'll probably check that out. Then again, what I call strange tends to be different from what other people call strange, so it could be a me thing. Just saying. Let's see here. Just looking and seeing if there are any videos that, or any other topics I really want to point out, because it's about break time. Really just like the X Things You Never Knew Forgot format, but they're good clickbait, right? Yeah, I watched a couple of them just because, oh, yeah, I remember that show. It was bad, but it was weird, and so, you know, give me facts, and then the facts aren't as weird as the show itself, but like, okay. Hope you all have a good weekend. Please be kind to yourself, be kind to each other, and I will see you all on Monday. Stay tuned for the raid. Bye.